Welcome to the space, Libra. I'm Esme, this is Queer Witch Tarot, and this is your February 2024 reading. I hope you're having a good February so far. We're going to start today by going into what your soul is learning this month. I have these oracle decks, an oracle deck which is called the Soul Lesson Oracle deck. So yeah, let's have a look at what your soul's learning this month. What what lessons are you learning, and where's your energy at, Libra? What is your soul seeking this month? What is your soul asking of you? The cards that come out here are to do with lessons which will be impacting this month, but also lessons which impact the rest of your life. You know, it's every moment you're building and you're creating your life. So every month is just as important as the last. Every day, may it be full of joy and full of freedom. Pardon me. So you've had 3 cards come through, Libra. Your first card that came through for what you're learning this month is the card of indecision. So this card says, I use my intuition in all aspects of life. And I feel like this is very true for the Libra energy. You know, you're very balanced and you're very aware of everything that's going on around you. So maybe some of you are experiencing indecision at this time. But what it's going to allow you to do, and if you've been indecisive in the past quite a lot, what this month is going to allow you to do is allow you to come into your power of really choosing, you know, really deciding what it is that you want to do. And they say to follow joy, right? Follow what makes you happy, follow what brings you your freedom, follow what makes you feel alive. That's just some word of advice that I would personally say if I was an indecisive person, which quite often I am. So this card might be in small aspects of life, or it might be in greater decisions like choosing a partner, or choosing a friendship, or choosing a new job, choosing a house, you know? If you're suffering with indecision or struggling with making a choice, drop into your intuition. What feels good? Okay. Some other 2 cards that you got that came through was the success card, and then blame in reverse. So success says, I know that there is no greater goal than to love. So whatever you're choosing, let it be the most loving thing possible, right? Libra, your success this month is determined by how much you feel love. Like, you are responsible for the life that you're living. So where is the love coming from, Libra? What are you feeling? Where are you feeling love? You know, are you choosing to enjoy pleasure in every moment? If you're experiencing lack of pleasure or lack of lust, not necessarily sexually, but if you're feeling a bit like lackluster, I think is the word, where can you show up for yourself to bring back enjoyment with these things? And then blame. So blame says, I accept responsibility for my well-being. So, and this came up in reverse, and I do take reverses to mean either where you're not showing up for yourself, or where it's like an internal thing, or it's something which is like lacking. So I wonder if you're blaming yourself for something that you maybe don't need to be blaming yourself for, whether you're trying to like overly take responsibility to keep the peace. I don't know what's going on for you there, Libra. But yeah, I accept responsibility for my well-being. I would suggest just leaving it sometimes, you know? Sometimes we try and like push to make things right, and actually sometimes what we need to do is just take a step back and just enjoy life for a little moment, you know? Come back to the success card, come back to what is enjoyable for you. Come back to what you're going to enjoy doing most. I feel like some of you have like a big decision coming up, and now's not the time to rush anything. You know, now's really the time to really like listen to yourself, to really listen to your body and listen to where your feelings sit within your body. You know, are you feeling frazzly? Are you feeling like a pain? Are you feeling like, is it guttural? Are you feeling like you're in your heart? You know, you will feel great when you're around the right thing, and you'll know what the answer is, like your body will tell you. So this is your opportunity, Libra, to put trust back into your body, back into your feelings, back into your emotions. You know, there's no such thing as an irrational behaviour. It all stems from somewhere, and what we can do is just take responsibility for where we haven't been being accountable for ourselves and our actions. So you've got quite a month, Libra. Happy February. Happy Valentine's. Let's go into the tarot. So what's going on with Libra this month? What are you experiencing, Libra? You've had... Yeah, interesting. Okay, you've got big cards coming through. Literally 3 major arcanas have just come through. You've got the Judgment, the Devil, and the Emperor. And then Justice. A lot of really masculine energy coming through. And I know that you guys are all about balance, so maybe some of you need to be sitting more in your feminine energy, like I was just saying. Come back into feeling. How does this thing make you feel? Come back into your emotions. You know, I think that would be really beneficial right now. Okay, let's have a look. So firstly you had this Judgment card. So something is coming towards you, or something might already be present in your life where you're having to make a decision about something. I don't know if this is to do with your career or your family life. I feel like some of you are needing to move. Some of you might have a sticky home situation. I'm not entirely sure exactly what this is about, Libra. This will be something for you to see and hear and reflect on and be like, okay, this is the thing which initially or immediately comes to my mind. This is what this reading's about for me, okay? So Libra, you're needing to make a decision on something, and you might have a few ways of going about this. Now, because you've had the Devil and the Emperor come up together as well, it feels like there's maybe, what's the word? There might be some influences coming from others, and they might be, you know, you might be hearing what other people are thinking and kind of taking that on for yourself, and it's like you know that you kind of don't need that information right now. It's like you need to sit with yourself and really like let everything go and really meditate and really feel into exactly what it is that you need to do, Libra. I don't know if some of you are really busy right now, or maybe you're in a situation which means that you don't have so much time for yourself or as much time to be responsible for yourself. But there's a real call of putting up boundaries with the outside world, boundaries with yourself as well, and really coming back to self to listen to what it is that you need to do next. Okay, you had the Justice card come up in reverse, and I feel like this is a lack of justice in some kind of situation. It seems like there's maybe something out of your control that you wish you could have more control over. Something which keeps coming back to me in these readings at the moment is knowing what it is that you can control, and you know, choosing to take action where you can choose to take action, choosing to be responsible where you can be responsible, but also choosing to let go where you really can't affect anything. You know, there are some matters that we don't have any say over. Some of you might be feeling super sensitive to what's going on in the world right now. That's gonna sort itself out in time, we hope. What's important right now, Libra, is to really give yourself justice. You know, you've got this card come up in reverse. Justice is one of your cards. Like, Libra, you're about balance, you know, you are about having a sustainable, like, work, life, home, love, creation, balance. This is a real call for attention to self, attention to detail, you know? Like, you really need to take back your success and your pleasure and really come back to the community and the world that you've got around you. You know, try not to think too far outside of yourself. Really look at what is it that is going on in my life right now. I don't know if some of you are trying to run away from this like decision that you've got coming up, or whatever this card is, you know, this judgment card where it's saying that there is like a decision coming in, or like something's going to be asked of you this month where you need to make a decision. And I don't know what that is. Yeah, this might actually be a call for having more masculine energy. It's like this reading can either be, okay, you've got a lot of masculine energy and you really need to balance it out by going back into your body and feeling. I still think that's a good thing to do. But then there's also another reading of like, well, someone here needs to put up some boundaries to really have like the best say that they possibly can on this decision that they're having to make. And this decision could be everyday life, you know, it could be when you wake up. What do you decide to do as soon as you wake up? Do you snooze your alarm or do you get up? Like, I think it can be about what you do in your everyday life. You know, come back to attention to detail, come back to pleasure in every single moment, like come back into adoring your life and being responsible for the adoration and the level of adoration that you have within your life. So that was a lot of, big power cards, Libra. You then had two cards come out. You had the Page of Swords and the Three of Wands. So this here is kind of continuing where we were just talking. So the Three of Wands shows somebody looking out. It's like you're looking out at your possibilities, but we can't see the person's face on the card. So it's actually to do with looking internally. What's going on within your internal landscapes? You know, how are you feeling? Again, how are you feeling, Libra? How is your day-to-day emotion? How is your hormonal regulation? You know, are some of you on like medication and you're thinking about coming off it? Are some of you thinking about how much caffeine you're taking in? Are some of you thinking about your food choices? You know, what's going to make you feel really good? So in tarot, the wands are to do with spiritual energy and creation. And where we have, like in this card, the person's holding on to one like wand of creation and they've got two behind them that they're not actually acknowledging. So I wonder if this is a call to find something as well that's within you that you haven't been acknowledging yet. This could also be why the devil's here. The devil is to do with our subconscious desires, things that we feel like we know that we want to come into our lives, but we haven't really given like the time of day to actually sit with it and create it for ourselves. Yeah. And obviously we've had this success card at the beginning, which is about how much love we have within our lives. So what is it, Libra, that you're missing from your life right now? What is it that you want to bring in? The Page of Swords as well. this goes super nicely with this. Page of Swords is like the beginning of our thought. It's like the initial inspiration which comes in, and then yes, or do we actually just have that inspiration come in and then we hold it there and we don't know what to do with it? You know, sometimes you can either be shocked by what you think, or you can be like dismissive of it straight away because it seems so outside of your comfort zone. I'm not sure. But I think this is a really positive card to come in with the Three of Wands, because it's suggesting that you're already thinking about the things that you want to bring into your life and you're willing to take the steps towards it. Yeah, this is a super positive reading, Libra. You've got a lot of yeah, a lot of like positive, like can-do energy about you this month. So you just had the Hermit card come through as well. So the Hermit is the card of like taking time for yourself, taking time to work on yourself. If I show you the card quickly, you know, so he's holding, the Hermit's being guided by their internal light. Came out in reverse, suggesting that you need this space. You know, some of you really need this time to, pardon me, to be alone, to work on yourself. What else can we say to Libra, Spirit? What else comes through for Libra? Still a lot of masculine cards coming through. Where can Libra find balance this month? And what does Libra need to hear? Yeah, cool. Anything else? Anything else for Libra? Okay. So there's a small message come through of like grind time, like this is a time to work on yourself. I mean, a lot of the reading has been about that, to be honest. It's been about, you know, bringing your pleasure back, doing the internal work to ensure that there is balance between the shadow and the light, and balance between you know, self and other, putting up boundaries. Where do you give your energy? What do you put your time into? Thank you, cards. So yeah, you have this card coming through. It's time to work, it's time to create. This is also a touch to do with not only doing the internal work, but making sure that you're doing the work to change your life outside of you. So really putting up those boundaries, really speaking your mind, really asking for more, Libra. You can always ask for more. You can always ask for more love. You can always ask for more joy, for more pleasure. Like where some of you are scared to ask for what you want, this is a message of self-love. You know, ask for the thing that you really desire. And then that came through with the Six of Wands. So the Six of Wands shows somebody on a white horse. The white horse is a suggestion of peace. Shows somebody on a white horse walking with their community. So where can you ask, where can you allow yourself to show up in your community, in your fullest expression, Libra? So we had the Hermit card come through, then you had the King of Swords also in reverse. So whereas you had the Page of Swords a moment ago, which is like somebody starting to think, starting to like, oh, can I take that action? Can I take that next step? It's almost like you've got a blockage of actually allowing yourself to be the king, to actually take that power for yourself. You know that power is within you. You know what you want. If it is the thing which will also serve other people, you know, witchcraft and it harm none, so mote it be. So long as it doesn't harm anyone, let it be. That's the same for you and the things that you want in life. So there's some kind of internal blockage, there's a lack of self-worth in a certain area of your life, which means that you're not able to show up as directly and as impactfully as you would like to, and as your spirit would like to. So there's a call to look inwards again, to really take time to reflect on your world that you've created, and take time to reflect on how you're showing up in the world. You know, again, it's about spiritual power, it's about creativity, it's about what can I bring into my realm where I'm not allowing myself to live my most fulfilled life. You know, it's a lot to do with taking back power. Then again, you had your Judgment card come through. You know? It's like the messages are coming through to you, you know, in your own life. You're being told what to do. If you ask for internal guidance, there is an answer, right? When you're an adult, you're not at a point in life where you're just doing things willy-nilly like a child. Like, you have an internal like monologue, and you have conversation flood through, right? So where are you not listening to this repetitive thought that comes through? What is that thing that you really want to do that you're not allowing yourself to, or you're going against your own internal voice and deciding to do the other thing, you know? I feel like this happens a lot for addicts, myself included, with caffeine, with coffee, when I hear myself say no and I go do the thing anyway. So yeah, just a note to be aware of there. Then we also had the Queen of Pentacles come up in reverse. So again, it just feels like the message is super clear and almost repetitive at this point, of what is it that you're not allowing yourself to have in your life and why. I feel like some of you would really benefit from either talking really deeply to a friend or somebody that you trust, or, you know, spending some time just to journal, maybe being within a creative practice where you're able to kind of filter through your thoughts and have a look at what keeps recurring for you. You really want to be thinking about, what is this thing which keeps coming to me that I want to do, or that what is this thing that I always push away, that I say no, that's not allowed. Yeah, because this might be where you're not giving yourself the biggest success in life possible. You had the Emperor card come through again, and then you had the Hierophant. So the Hierophant is about like knowing your worth and allowing yourself to be committed to your worth. What a poignant time, Libra. Okay. I'm going to see if you've got any other cards coming through. Is there any other messages for Libra for February 2024, please? And you had a lovely stack just fall out. Yeah. So something around you needs to fall down. Something around you needs to change. Like, there's something that you keep doing, Libra, that is really unfulfilling and almost harmful to you. What is that thing that you're doing? And it's not even necessarily something that you have to question to let it go. You know, you can let this go. I feel like there's maybe some pride getting in the way of dropping this thing. Like, you've had this card come through, the Nine of Pentacles, but it came out in reverse. And I feel like in this case it really speaks to pride and really speaks to almost like an image-based ideal of who you should be. like maybe you feel like you've been in a job for like 8 years and you're progressing and you're CEO or something, you know, like there's a part of your life which you find really like inspiring in a way, because there's the ego saying, wow, look at me, I'm this good, you know, there's something like that. But actually that is not giving your soul the nurture or the love that it deserves. You know, there's like a really honest conversation to have with yourself to let something go. Yeah, and maybe there's some anxiety there about letting go of that thing because you don't know what will happen next. But then, you know, there's always something coming in to help there. Like, you're creating your life, so there's always something to help guide you a little bit further. Yeah, you just have to trust, Libra. You just need to trust. You need to trust what's going on. Okay. Just gonna ask for final more card. Just had the Emperor card come through a third time. And then the King of Pentacles. Yeah. So, yeah, this life that you want to live, the thing which is going to really fulfill you and make you super happy, it is not off limits to you. You know, again, you've just had the Tower and Judgment card come out again. You've just had the Nine of Pentacles come out again. The Knight of Wands come out again. The Two of Wands come out again. The Emperor. You know, all of these things are happening for you. They're not happening to you. And this successful, joyful, happy, inspired life that we all deserve to be living, you are allowed to live. And it is coming towards you because you are deciding to create it.
Is the loo going to be occupied much longer? Senor? No, I'm just seeing if the loo's going to be occupied much longer. In a bit.
Yeah, you definitely got to trust that you are deserving of the life that you really want to live, and let that come through. Okay, so we'll ask for just a final loving message from this like romantic kind of tarot deck, because it is February, which is all about Valentine's Day, obviously. Okay. Libra. Nice. It says act as if your partner is here. So I don't know if some of you have like a codependent relationship or you don't have a relationship. Or your partner's not around as much. Or even if they are there, yeah. So act as if your partner is here. And the mantra for that is, whether you have someone in your life or not, act as if they are with you, so you will always consider them. It kind of speaks to, yeah, just being considerate of others through your change, making sure that you're communicating openly, expressing your boundaries and your desires, and being honest and open with life.